All right, we're back for day 2 of the weekly challenge with the robots. We're in 5th place after 3 boards, but lots of room to go. And really, we haven't done anything crazy in any of these spots, right? We've kind of been, and sorry, let me get to the total result. We've been right around average or average plus on the 3 boards with the field. Nothing too crazy. So we're going to continue the trend, we hope, with these next few boards. And here we go. Pass a diamond to us. We have a 14 count. And it's an interesting shape. It's tempting to overcall a no trump, but we're vulnerable. In these best hand tournaments, I'm okay making kind of a shoddy 2-level overcall. I don't think it's super shoddy because I have a full 14. I would prefer to have a 6-card suit, and I would much prefer to have something else to do. I would prefer to have a double available or something of that nature. But here, wow, look at this. Here they've gotten off to a nice diamond lead into what looks like a whole bunch of shortness in the left hand, right? Our right hand opponent opened a diamond, which is usually at least 4, and our partner tabled 5 cards in that suit. So we're going to win this ace of diamonds. We're going to look at this hand, and we're going to realize, okay, well, we can cross the dummy maybe now and take a club finesse, but that might just get roughed. So at this point, I'm just going to play a club. I'm going to play the ace of clubs. I'm going to see what kind of spots I might see from these players. I'm going to play a low club to the 8. I hope that they have just short honor positions or they're 3-3. And now we'll just let them set up a spade trick for us. And not unhappy if they're leading our side suits. They can get roughs in these suits, and they might, right? But if they do, we're kind of trading off tricks, we hope, especially if the suit broke somewhat unevenly. Now comes the time where we're just going to play the queen of diamonds and pitch the jack of spades. Boom, that worked. And now, folks, whatever. Let's play a spade. We can rough that with whatever. We can play the queen here. The only thing they have left is a good trump, right? So here, whatever we do, right? They're usually pretty kind of coy with their last trump. But here, down 1. It's a pretty darn good score, folks. We get to play 2 clubs down 1 for 92.9%. I think the reason we did well is we drew trump, right? If we don't draw trump, they have a shot at kind of getting in there and getting some more roughs in if they get another diamond off. So here, I think maybe that's what we did. And also taking the initial action we chose was pretty decent as well. The rest of them, if you double with this hand, it's just not the right shape for double, folks, right? With a diamond double, your partner's going to choose spades pretty much a reasonable enough amount of times that you just can't do it with this shape. So you're either going to bid 2 clubs or you're going to pass. I do not like the 1 no trump overcall, even though it worked well for this player here. The rest of you that bid 2 clubs, you just went down 1 extra, and that happens. It might have just been a card that I played as well that maybe you didn't play at your table that caused some sort of other action. But here, it looked like we did okay on this hand. What were we destined for? Yeah, looks like we were destined for down 1. And at this point, there it was, folks. Playing the ace of clubs and then a club was really your pathway to down 1. Here, though, the queen of clubs was better, apparently, but whatever, we chose a low one. But getting off to that club lead was good for us. We'll take it. All right, folks, let's jump back to number 5 here, second board of our set. 1 heart to us. We have this 13 count. Wow, interesting. I mean, this is another one. We could double or we could pass. I'm okay with either action here. Passing is interesting because it's kind of, we're probably doing less of what the field would do. I would guess the field would take action here, but I mean, I'm okay with them doing something like this. And now I will double, right? When they find an 8-card fit, and I was just going to say, all I'm trying to do is get them to go 1 level higher without too much risk of partner bidding again. But now our partner simply doesn't understand. They don't understand the balancing situation and the need to do this so frequently in match points. I hope they balanced us into a good result. Wow, they did have a tremendous amount of shape, so this is not the worst case scenario, but I think we were, depending on what the diamond situation is, I think we were beating hearts pretty handily here, but we'll find out. Ooh, interesting, the queen. So we can't expect the jack there, so we know how to play diamonds in the future. Here it's just going to go club to the ace. And club back to the queen 10. Notice we don't play the queen from our hand. There's not a finesse there because we don't have the jack. So we play low to the ace, low to the queen, and boom, they divide it evenly for us. And now I can just duck this to the 10. I know this is working. Now the question is, folks, do we go for the gusto here? East opened a heart. right? And they had the king of clubs, right? So they had the king of clubs. They had the jack of diamonds. That's 4 points. They don't have the ace king of spades. You wouldn't think they do, or they would have led the ace or the king, right? So let's give them the ace of spades. So ace of spades, and let me write this down here for those of you playing along at home, all right? So ace of spades, right? Let's just give them that card, right? We don't know if we know they don't have the ace king together, because they would have certainly smacked that down by now. They had the jack of diamonds, and they had the king of clubs. So that's an 8 count. I'm just trying to figure out where the king of hearts is and if it's worth it in match points to play for this. And I believe it is. So here I'm going to play a low heart. I think the king of hearts is almost certainly an east for his opening bid. So I'm going to play the queen. And now I get to pitch away a spade over there in my hand. And now we're sitting pretty with one extra trick that maybe the field didn't get in diamonds. Maybe the field didn't have this auction, and we're in a spot where we're doing better than the field, or worse. We'll find out in a second. But here we'll scrape together, making 5 for plus 150. And we'll see if that holds up for a good score. Okay, it held up pretty well. We're going to probably go up in the rankings, I would guess. Yeah, we're in second place now, because that was 100%, folks. Wow. I think our initial restraint... wow, interesting. So here's what's at play here, folks. So many of you passed. So let me make it clear. And then the only other person that got to 4 clubs made 4. Our extra trick was nice, right? So we got to realize a little benefit there. Lots of cool stuff on this hand. But first off, let me just tell you of a normal rule. It's almost never right to do 2 things. It's almost never right to let the opponents play 1 of a suit in a match point situation. It is also almost never right to let the opponents play 2 of a suit that we know they have a fit in. And on this hand, we happen to know they have a fit in hearts, and they're at the 2 level. They're willing to sign off. So even if I have a worse hand, I happen to know my partner has value, not based on anything they've done, but based on what the opponents are willing to bail out at, right? So if we know they have 21 or 22 points total with their side, we know our partner has the rest of what we're missing, right? So here we just happen to have a good hand. And as it turned out, our partner made a very nice choice to proceed to 4 clubs after our double. And we find a nice hand where we can take 11 tricks after the opponents don't get their ace and their king. If you missed out on the play, go back and replay what I went through on this hand. This is something I know all of you are out there going, well, how the hell am I supposed to do this in 8 minutes or 7 minutes when I have a chance to play the board? The more you practice it, and this is a wonderful place to practice it. You can go through the normal kind of logic gates that you do normally in a bridge tournament on bridge base, as you do normally. Now, some of the leads might not be the same or whatever, but the auction and where the points are and how to figure it out are really important skills to develop, and I hope that was a little glimpse of that on that hand. Loved it. All right, next case. That's 9. Wow, that's 21 again. Is that right? Let's make sure we're not supposed to open 2 clubs, because that was how we got a good score last time. But yeah, this is 21. 20 to 21 balance, folks. That's 2 no trump. If I had a good 5-card suit, I would bid 2 clubs with 21. I would bid 2 clubs. And then I would bid 2 no trump. But here, I don't have any reason to upgrade this hand to that. And I'm very happy to play 3 no trump. Don't get excited, folks, when you have a hand this good. You told your partner your hand was this good. Don't go bidding extra. All right, here we go. Look at this. Nice lead. If this was real, we would know the king is to our left. I mean, even if not, we're probably going to play it the same way. So first off, I'm going to play low. I hope I see the king. If I don't, I'm probably just going to play the ace of clubs and then play the 10 of clubs, because I want to get to dummy, right? And I want to get to dummy more than once if I can, but I'll take once. I'm going to play the ace of diamonds first, and I'm scouting out for the queen of diamonds, and now I'm just going to play the 10 of clubs. I want to see, ooh, that's amazing, right? So I want to see the king here, because that means I'm going to take 2 club tricks, but sometimes they would duck that, right? Sometimes they'll let me win one, and then they'll take the next one, and we can't take that second club trick. Here, this kind of scares me. They're leading a low diamond. That means that this might not be winning, but I'm not upset to let the opponent in here and then create another winner for our side. And here it comes. They're giving us our diamonds. They're playing nice passive defense here, folks. All right, let's pitch a heart over there. And now we're going to play club. And, well, first off, let's just get a lay of the land here, folks. We have 4 winners. We have 2 more over there in dummy. That's 6. We have the ace of hearts. That's 7. We need a couple more here, right? They're hopefully going to come in maybe a combination of spades and hearts, but we're certainly not going to want to lead spades ourselves. So first things first, we're going to lead clubs. We're going to play a club. Boom, boom. Pitching a spade over there. We want to see an ace. They did not play that card. All right, not the worst case. And now we just need to figure out what to play. Where's the jack of spades? Well, if it's short, we can just plunk this king of spades on the table right now. And now the jack is just smothered by the king, and the 7 will be a winner. If, however, no one bid anything on this hand, we open 2 now. If it's bad for us, though, let's say the ace is over here and the jack is over there, we're not gaining anything, and now we have no problem in the heart. So the other thing we could do is if we think the ace and the jack are both here, we could play ace of hearts and hope they have a good heart over there as well. And now they win a heart and they have to play a spade to us. I'm more keen on this one. Yeah, good. So now we've created a spade trick at least, and there it is. We'll take it. And there's 9 rippers. That's probably pretty good for us. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, 82.1 on that. Not too shabby. What a set for us on day 2 of this. Not too bad for these 3 boards. 92.9, 182.1. Not an easy contract to play, obviously. And here, I don't know. Could they have halted a trick for us on this hand if they duck this one? Let's see. No, it looked like they were destined for the same exact result here. And there it is, folks. All right. We'll take that 82.1. We'll also take, it looks like, first place, right? We're in first place at this point. So we will try to keep our hold on this first place, 75.6, not too bad, especially after just crushing those 3 boards. But, folks, we're only halfway through. Lots can happen, so we need to stay disciplined and focused, and we'll see if we can take it home. We'll see you tomorrow.